Good morning YouTube, it's just gone 9 AM in the morning here on Sunday morning. I'm just back from the local car boot sale. Quite a good week this week, to be honest. I managed to pick up 23 games, so I'll probably get yourself your favourite beverage and then come back to this video because it might take a little while. Now I'm sure quite a lot of people are wondering, did it kick off this week after last week's car boot sale? And the answer is no, it didn't. I did see my market trader friend there. He'd left the pit bull at home this week, or she'd gone to another sale, I don't know, she wasn't there as far as I could tell. And basically I spotted him looking in the boot of someone's car who just pretty much got there, and I just thought, well, I'm just going to leave it. So I went and got a cup of coffee, and when I come back he was still stood by the car, so I thought, well, I'm going to have a look what's in there then, see what it's all about. So I went and had a look over there, and he was picking up quite a few things, and strangely enough he was picking up Star Wars stuff. He wasn't picking up that much gaming stuff. He had a few mobile phones and God knows what else. So and we had a bit of banter between us for a change. There was an X-Wing there, and I picked it up and he said to me, he goes, "Oh, it's original that is, mate." And I looked at it and said, "Yeah, original 1995, and he laughed and I walked off. So there you go, some pleasantries this week, so that was nice. So without further ado, I'll get on with what I picked up. So the first two items, this guy had loads of PC games. I don't know anything about them, but two took my eye, and after a bit of bartering with them, I managed to get them 50 pence each. So the first one was Star Wars Rebel Assault, which, you know, there's a price tag there. I always point to the wrong side. Still, well, it doesn't matter. Look, you get the point. It's $49.99. Absolutely terrible game on the Mega CD. I have no idea what it's like on a PC. I'm going to try and get DOSBox running, but you know, I'm a massive Star Wars fan, so I'm pretty pleased to pick that up. So that's awesome, and it's totally complete, as far as I know. The instructions and the disc there, it looks really nice. So yeah, pleased with that. And the second PC game I picked up was one of my favourite board games, and that is Risk. I've got this game on multiple systems, and it is a really good game. It transfers really well to a video game, I think. You certainly don't have to get all the bits out like you do with the board game, obviously. So it's a lot tidier, shall we say. So again, that was complete. And what made me really laugh about this was, I'll show you, I'll get it out. It says includes 2 discs for multiplayer. So well, I say it says that. But anyway, it does include 2 discs for multiplayer, so obviously from an era before the internet where we've got some severe sunlight, but nevertheless, yes, Risk for the PC. So yeah, two strange pickups there really in reality. Right, the next things I picked up were some Xbox 360 games, yes, current generation. Basically the lady said she wanted £3 each. I couldn't believe it. There was a chap in front of me, but I decided not to be rude. I let him dig through them with his son, and they picked a couple of games out. And then I had a look myself, so he got 2 games for £5. So I said to the lady, "Will you do me the same deal?" She said, "Yeah." And then I picked up another one and said, "Tell you what, we take £7 for all 3. She said, "Yes." So without further ado, the first one was Lost Planet 2, which I did play the demo of this. It seemed okay, but you know, for the price I've paid here, you know, less than £2.50, definitely worth having a crack, isn't it? You've got to admit. So that was that one. Next one of my favourite games ever on the 360, and this is the Game of the Year edition. That's Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Or Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Really enjoyed this game. Played from start to finish religiously, didn't play anything else. So pretty pleased to pick this up, to be honest. I did regret selling it, and I don't think there's been a better Call of Duty game since, in my opinion. And the last game I picked up was free for £7. I know it's not supposed to be that good, and I definitely wasn't a fan of the demo, and that's Crackdown 2. But for the price, again, £2.50, it's definitely worth picking up. So you would expect, you know, it's complete. So that was those 3. Now I'm on a bit of a PlayStation 2 and 1 spurt again, and I managed to, I picked up a PlayStation 3 game. Basically a trader had a load of games on his thing, so he wanted £1 each for his PlayStation 2 games, and the PlayStation 3 game was £4. I think I ended up giving him £7 for the lot, so he knocked me £1 off. So first PlayStation 2 game was Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. No idea about this. I think the last Tony Hawk's game I played was Tony Hawk's 3, but it wasn't a bad game, to be fair. So for £1, it's got to be worth checking out. Really got to get a PS2, haven't I? The next game, which I have played on the PSP, and I should imagine it's a lot better on the PS2, is Total Overdose, which it's a pretty cool, like, shooting kind of game. It's just crazy, with bonus multipliers and that kind of thing. But again, you know, complete, nice. The next game, I've heard a lot of good things about this one as well. Probably not my kind of thing, but for £1, I think it's definitely worth picking up. I've seen it a lot higher price at Carboot sales before. That's Mark Eco's Getting Up. So I took that without a problem. The next one was ATV Off-Road Fury 4. I think I've probably played one of these games in the past. I just looked at the back of the box and thought, you know what, that looks pretty slick. So never judge a book by its cover, but sometimes it's all you've got to go on. Interesting enough, it's not got the memory card holder, so it's probably one of the later games on the PS2. And the last game I picked up was a PS3 game. I was surprised at the price really. It was £4. Obviously the guy knocked me £1 off the total lot. Was MotorStorm Pacific Rift. Now obviously I've not got a PS3, but I have played this game and I was really impressed with it. I found it to be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm going to keep hold of this because eventually, or when I do get a PS3 or whatever else, if I happen to come across one at one time, I'll at least have this game for it because it's pretty awesome. So that was that. Now, there's 3 more PS2 games, and there's a PS2 controller that cost me £1. It's in really nice condition. So that's 2 PS2 controllers I've got now. So that's all good, and it's got no rattle to it, so that's all good as well. It seems pretty much brand new if you ask me. It doesn't seem to have been played on much. Next PS2 game picked up for £1 was Tekken Tag. This is one of the first games I've ever seen running on the PS2. It really impressed me. It was probably the last Tekken game that I really enjoyed, to be honest. But so it's in really nice condition. It's on the black label, obviously, if that's what they call it on PS2. I have no idea. But yeah, sorry to pick that up because if you ask me, that's pretty much essential. Now the next 2 games, I think I paid over the odds for them, to be honest. Because as soon as I walked down the aisle and paid this woman £5 for these 2 games, I've seen one of them for like £1.50, like twice. So I had to pay her £5 for these 2 games, but one of them I really wanted. So the first one I picked up was Killzone on the PS2, and this is the one that basically I paid her £5 for the 2 games. As soon as I went round the corner, people were selling this for £1.50. So, but you'll see that the second game, which was the one I actually wanted, was Resident Evil 4. So she wanted £3 each, so I'll set off for the £5 for the 2. But this game's just been released on the 360, and I'm pretty much against, you know, buying these full games that just download only. I'm just not into it, and I thought, you know, I'll pick this game up for the GameCube or whatever else, and basically it's about a tenner for the GameCube version, which is fair enough. It's a good game, but you know, obviously this game, basically getting it for £3, it was definitely seemed like it was well worth investing. So yeah, need to get a PS2, need to play some of these games. So the next stock things are all PS1 games. So the first one I picked up, I needed 50p each, was Freestyle Motocross McGrath vs Pastrani. No idea if it's any good. I just haven't got a motorbike game, or haven't played one on the PS1, so I thought for 50p, why not, let's give it a go. Next one I picked up in this 2 for £1 deal was Rascal, which I'm not sure. The thing that caught my eye about this game is it's developed by Traveller's Tales, and obviously anyone who knows anything knows Traveller's Tales, which it never seems to want to focus in now. You know, they're a real good software company. So yeah, it's all complete, and we should give that a go later. Next PS1 games, I bought 3 off the seller. We were £1 each for them. I said, will you take £2 for all 3? He said yes. So the first one I picked up was Tokka2 Touring Cars, which I picked up the first one of this when I got my PlayStation, you know, a couple of weeks ago, and I wasn't really that impressed, to be honest. But I remember playing number 2 and thinking it was an amazing game, so I thought I'd definitely pick this one up. And the next 2 in this 3 for £2 deal, quite happy to get these because I'm a big fan of these double CD box games. I've just got a thing from the first one, was the classic Ridge Racer, which to be honest I already own because it's on the bonus disc for Ridge Racer 4, but I couldn't really resist. It's in lovely condition. And I think, is this the one that comes? No, I've just got the blanking panel, but you know, it's got the instructions and everything else, so yeah, I was pleased to pick that up. That's a classic PlayStation 1 game, you know, one of the first. Next one I picked up as part of this deal was Firestorm Thunderhawk 2, which I think I remember playing. I certainly remember playing the PlayStation 2 one, and these are really good games. I have played the Mega CD one, and that was fantastic at the time, but going back to it, it's not quite as good in my opinion. But this is boxed and complete, and it just comes with 1 disc, but it's just a 1 disc game. So there was probably a demo disc in there at some point, but I've got some spare demo discs, so I can stick one in there if I want to be that anal. Right, the next game I picked up, and I know this is a bad game, but this is coming back to that PC game, to be fair, is Star Wars Rebel Assault 2. Now, the guy wanted £1 for it, fair enough, I'll give it to him, because, you know, like I explained earlier, I do like Star Wars, so I've had to change the CD holders round in this because they were broken, so I've actually got a grey and a black one now, but it doesn't really matter too much, that'll do me for now. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this bad video game later. The next game I picked up cost me £1, another classic PlayStation 1 game and in a double CD case. It's Tekken 2. So, you know, a real classic fighting game. I talked about this the other week that I was playing Virtual Fighter 2 and my friend showed me Tekken 2 and I was just like, what is that rubbish? That's not 3D. Come and play Virtual Fighter 2, I'll show you 3D. But this is in absolutely lovely condition. It includes the demo disc. And I've had a lot of fun with these demo discs, especially the one that's got Ghost in the Shell on it, because I wish that game wasn't so expensive. I'd definitely pick it up. Now, the next two games were 50p each, and the first one, I've got a bit of a thing for these puzzle games, I guess, and I had seen well, let's go on with it. It's Bust a Move 4, and I had seen Bust a Move 2, but the lady wanted £1 for it, and it wasn't in that good a condition, so when I seen these ones were 50p each, I thought, yeah, why not? So that's complete. And you know, you can't really go wrong with Bust a Move. They are good games, especially if you like puzzle games. And the last game I bought off this seller, which is 50p each, so I'm pretty excited to try this, although I'm sure it's terrible, is Bomberman Fantasy Race. It's obviously on some sort of white label classics type of fare, but yeah, why not? That's bound to be at least a laugh. So yeah, quite happy to pick that up. And the last game I picked up this week was Panzer Front on the PS1. Now, I paid £1 for this. God knows if it's any good. I mean, it's a tank game, but it's in nice condition. I've not heard of it before or seen it before, so I thought, yeah, why not? So that was that. Now, the very last thing I picked up from the Carboot sale, which perhaps made some people laugh, because it was a G-Con 45. This one's in really nice condition, really clean. So along with the one I bought off eBay the other week, I've now got two really nice guns. So you know, I'm not ashamed to let people use them. People say, oh, that's disgusting. Where you dug that out from? This is nice and clean. So yeah, that's it really. Well, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll upload some more videos soon.